It's time for EdTech Mondays, brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and CC Hub.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the EdTech Mondays Nigeria show. Another Monday, another insightful conversation. With me today to continue the conversation on the topic, building digital tools that empower teachers and learners, is Dr. Success Ojo. Success is an accomplished e-learning specialist, a cybersecurity and regulatory compliance expert, and a distinguished educator. With over 12 years of experience, she rose to become the vice president in charge of technology audit and GRC at TG Energy USA. She holds 43 IT certifications across education, information system control, audit, and risk management. She has worked in different capacities for top companies such as Zaxam, GE Healthcare, and KPMG. Success holds a Master's of Science in Information Assurance and Cybersecurity from the Florida Institute of Technology and a doctorate in Human Capital Management. She is the CEO and co-founder of GoToCourse Incorporated, a virtual school and learning management platform. She also founded Reals Tech Institute, one of the foremost tech training institutes established to empower driven professionals from Black and ethnically diverse backgrounds in North America, which grew to be one of the biggest Black-owned and women-led private tech schools in North America. It's an honor to have you here today, Dr. Success.
It's my pleasure to be here once again.
So much. So I understand from your very extensive bio that you are an e-learning expert, and your passion for EdTech is one of the reasons why you founded GoToCourse. So can you explain to us in very simple terms how GoToCourse works and how it benefits both teachers and learners?
Oh, thank you so much. GoToCourse is a no-code remote school creation and management system that allows schools to seamlessly, to create virtual school within minutes and be able to use the tools we have in order for them to improve learning outcomes and also to actually reduce the cost of teaching and learning. We simply identify as an all-in-one AI-powered school and learning management system to deliver personalized learning and engaging digital experience at scale. Digital learning is no more a trend. We're just going to say that is a kind of global transformation. And it is actually estimated that by 2025, e-learning will have actually projected to exceed $325 billion. And so we believe that no one should be left behind. And so we have actually created this platform to carry out the educators and the learners so that the future of learning is online. And so we have actually created a platform to make it possible so that no one will be left behind, most especially in Africa.
Going from what you have said, understanding that digital learning is not a trend. It is a requirement right now to ensure that no one is left behind,
Absolutely.
Particularly for us in Africa and in Nigeria. I'd like to know how you have incorporated teachers and possibly learners in building this solution that you feel can empower them. A lot of people have made mistakes in EdTech where they build solutions that they feel they are very important. Oh, this is going to revolutionize learning and teaching. However, they are designed away from the key users, which could be the teachers, the educators, or the students and the learners that use the platform. So we want to know how you have integrated these very important stakeholders into your design process.
Absolutely. In building GoToCourse, it is actually user-driven. We actually have what's known as user-driven development and improvement. So in such a way, from time to time, we involve teachers. We are educators ourselves, and we are building for educators. And so from all the way we actually carry them along. From time to time, we do what is known as surveys and feedback forms, whereby we give them feedback form. We allow them to actually text drive to use our platform. And so we collect feedback from them. And from there, we're actually building what they need, and at the same time, we also do what is known as user testing, whereby we have some of them as our ambassadors. They are our power users. And from time to time, we are actually close to them to get insights on the usability. You don't want to provide a tool that is not going to be easy to use, user friendly, because we want the adoption to continue to increase. And so from time to time, we involve them in the development. So in creating our online and live class tool, we actually involve them in actually creating the virtual classroom. We have actually created a virtual classroom that teachers love to use and they continue to use. And if you look at our computer-based test tool, we have actually involved them. We have allowed them to use it. And from time to time, based on the feedback we're getting from them, we continue to improve the tool. I'm telling you, no one should provide or develop a tool that is not user-friendly. And so you must make sure that you're carrying the user along. And that is what we always do at Go to Course, to make sure from time to time, both the learners and the educators are well carried along so that we're providing something they love to use. And at the same time, that is also useful for them.
Okay, so now let's go to the question of funding and support. I understand from what you've said and all the energy you have put into creating this amazing product. You conduct surveys, frequently to ensure that you're getting very needed feedback, which you put back into your development process to get the right product. You conduct user testing, stress testing, just to ensure that what you have fits the need, and the mass of teachers and learners who are available to use your platform. But funding, how has this journey been for you? As much as an exciting tool, how are students, how are teachers empowered to use this platform? And what type of support do you think providers like you need to get from various stakeholders to ensure that we get your products in the hands of the users? I'd like to hear from you, ma'am.
Absolutely. The major thing that is in for us is we want to make sure that we develop a user-friendly tools. So we want to make sure that we create a user-friendly tool that is easy to use. So definitely, this is what we have made sure we actually done. And from time to time, we also provide training and resources. And so governments, we believe that government should partner with us to train these users so that they can continue to develop on their digital literacy and also a number of pedagogic skills so that we could actually train them on actually using some of those tools. And at the same time, funding and resources is also very necessary. Government should try to provide support to teachers, support so that they could support the adoption of digital tools in schools. And at the same time, provision of reliable internet and also hardware that support digital tools is also necessary. So we want government to actually look into investment in such infrastructure so that it's going to be easier for teachers to adopt these digital tools in their schools. And it's also necessary for us to create communities whereby teachers can share best practices. It is actually necessary so that they can continue to learn from one another. All these things definitely need support from all available sectors, so that we can continue to promote the adoption of digital tools.
So now let's drill further now to access, right? And I'm saying this because I know that you have spoken about investment in infrastructure, helping these teachers to get buying power to use this process. So when you think about large-scale adoption, what type of support are you looking at getting? From licensing to approvals and other related, documentations that would help service providers like you, EdTech product providers like you, to get the right access to onboard the much needed learners and educators.
Looking at the kind of wonderful platform we have actually created, it's so easy to use and user friendly. And I'm telling you, what we actually need is support. We need support and partnership. to make it accessible to those people that need it. We actually want government to partner with us and we are open to partnership, both public and private, to partner with us to make sure that we push it to the people that actually need it. Looking at Go to Course, our support center is 24 hours. We run 24-hour support center. We run local training. So all these things we have actually provided, apart from the fact that we provided an accessible platform for people to create their white label school. But at the same time, we also need support. We also need different people to support us, to partner with us, to make sure that we are able to get to push, what we have actually provided into the hands of people that need it. It's actually necessary.
So my final question to you, Dr. Success.
Mm-hmm.
Most candid advice to institutions or educators who are a little bit weary or averse to using digital platforms for teaching and learning. How can you give them the much needed advice to come on board?
Okay, so my advice to learning institutions and educators is that they should not be afraid to embrace digital learning tools, because that's the future. And to know if we're going to make sure that no one is left behind, we need to adopt this early enough. So we need to make sure that we we open ourselves to learn, and at the same time, we actually invest into this infrastructure, because it is actually necessary for us to drive inclusion and for us to make sure that we are not leaving money on the table. Because when you have online platform, you'll be able to access, or let me say, you'll be able to reach out to learners globally. So, and you don't want to be caught out in this. So you want to make sure that you embrace some of these tools, learning tools. And on Go to Course, we have different resources available that can help you to be able to transition smoothly into digital online space. And at the same time, for you to continue to improve your skill sets in providing digital training. So I want to believe that everybody should just embrace it, because that's the future and no one should be left behind.
Thank you, Dr. Success. We would love to hear from you, our listeners. How can educators be supported to use digital tools effectively to improve students' learning outcomes? Send us an SMS or a WhatsApp message on 0703-165-0809. You could also join our Telegram and WhatsApp channels on EdTech Mondays Nigeria to continue the conversation. It's been another amazing time on this episode of the EdTech Mondays show. I'd like to say thank you once more, Dr. Success, for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you. You can check our platform on www.gotocourse.com. Thank you for having me.
I remain your host, Chinyelu Akpa. I look forward to another insightful conversation next Monday, same time, same station. Till then, it's bye for now.
EdTech Monday is proudly brought to you by MasterCard Foundation and CC Hub.